It's Dexa scan time. Today, I want to give a huge shout out to my body. This body has carried me over the last 39 years. It has given me my two beautiful babies. It's brought me this far and hopefully will give me many, many more years, I'm praying. And I am just so happy that I can finally give back to my body. I can fuel it and nourish it the way I should have this whole time and really get it back in shape correctly. If you're here for the first time, my name is Grace. If you are returning, thanks again for being such a loyal one. I have been on a weight loss transformation for the last year, and I have successfully lost over 60 pounds. And over the last year, I have had 2 Dexa scans. My very first one I had last September 2025, and my second one happened just this morning at the anniversary of my 1 year of using a GLP-1 to aid in my weight loss efforts. And today, I want to tell you all about the results. I am so freaking excited because these results were exactly the validation that I needed to know that I am actually taking the right steps in my weight loss journey. Let's get to the numbers. Starting with my weight. My last DEXA scan in September of 2025, I weighed in at the office at 237.1 pounds. And this morning at the DEXA scan office, I weighed in 207.6 pounds. Now that was with clothing. I actually weighed less at home, but that's okay. The cool thing here is that is about a 30-pound difference between both DEXA scans. On to the biological age. That improved just a bit. I'm a 39-year-old mom, and my first DEXA scan, the biological age marker was reading at 41 years old. Today's biological age read at 40 years old, so that's a lot closer to my actual age. My body score improved just a tad. I went from my first DEXA scan being a C student to today graduating to a C plus student. I'm hopeful that if I can manage to lose another 30 pounds, that might get me into the B, and I can really have a shot at being an A plus student. Now, here are the two really cool numbers, body fat and lean mass. Starting with the body fat. At my very first DEXA scan last September, my body fat was 48.6%. 48.6%. And this morning's DEXA scan, my body fat was 42.7%. And if you did the math, that is nearly 6% of body fat lost over the last 5 months. That right there tells me that everything I'm doing that right now, I am doing correctly, all right? When I am showing you my high protein meals, I'm showing you my workouts, I'm sharing about my movement, I am letting you know that I'm trying to get my 7 to 9 hours of sleep, trying to keep my stress markers low, and really focus on this journey in the most positive way that I can. It's working because I lost nearly 6% of my body fat. That is huge. That is huge. There's no sarcopenic obesity over here. All right. We are getting stronger and healthier, and the trend is down. But lean muscle, that was a little bittersweet, but let me explain. My first DEXA scan last September, 5 months ago, was 49%. All right, that's 115.1 pounds. And 5 months later, this morning's DEXA scan showed that I lost nearly 3 pounds of muscle. 3 pounds of muscle loss, all right? My new lean muscle mass was 112.4 pounds, or 54%. So, if you got that, I lost 3 pounds of muscle. Okay, very small compared to the amount of body fat that I lost. But my total lean muscle mass actually went up. You can lose muscle while your total lean mass percentage increases because I lost higher amounts of body fat, making my muscle represent a larger portion of my body weight. So even though I lost barely 3 pounds of muscle, my lean muscle mass percentage overall has increased because my muscle is representing a larger portion of my body weight. I got to keep working on my exercise, on my strength training to make sure that at the time my next DEXA scan happens, we get that muscle loss even lower or, not at all, actually on the way up, like increasing. Okay, and the only way to do that is strength training, exercise, and movement. Now, for the visceral fat. My first DEXA scan was a little bit of a flop. Dexa Fit made it right, and my very first visceral fat was nearly 1 pound, okay? And my visceral fat, the second DEXA scan, was 0.61 pounds, just a little bit over half a pound of visceral fat. And I had to ask the techs, I'm sorry if this is a dumb question, but as a very large person, how is it possible to have a high BMI of obesity but somehow maintain low levels of visceral fat? And they answered the question for me. Some individuals, like myself, we store excess fat primarily as subcutaneous fat, which is just fat under the skin, rather than around our organs. So it is very possible for you to have a high BMI, but low levels of visceral fat. When the tech broke down the scan and showed me where I was losing the body fat percentage at in my body, I lost most of that body fat around my trunk, and the lean muscle mass increased mostly around my legs. So she said, this is why your visceral fat went down. You lost a lot of body fat around that area. So that is really cool data. My body fat is down. My visceral fat is down. I did lose just a little bit of muscle, but my overall total lean mass percentage is up. So with today's results, I am just thrilled that I am getting my body in the best shape possible. I don't know when my next DEXA scan will be. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I will do another DEXA scan for a whole nother year. But this year, I know exactly what I need to do moving forward with my nutrition and with my movement to make sure that we get that body fat continuing to go down and we increase that lean muscle mass. Tell me in the comments which number surprised you the most, or better yet, tell me in the comments if you are considering a DEXA scan or if you are considering an InBody scan or any other sort of test that really gives you a better analysis of your body recomposition. Thanks again for being here. Double check that you're subscribed to the channel. Give this video a like so YouTube will push it out. And don't forget to come back for more content. Don't forget, let's keep losing body fat. Bye.